This is early in the morning on the 1st of May 2018. This is I guess I'm going to call this an urgent update or an urgent message. On the conference call for our planning committee last night, or anyone who wanted to participate in knowing what was going on and what's coming up, we had a grand total of 2 people, myself and one faithful member who has been present at every call and who has his own thing going, but yet he finds the time to support what we are doing. I really appreciate him, and I appreciate those who have taken part in the calls on the previous calls. I also appreciate any true patriot out there who understands the severity or the depth of the problem that we face. All you have to do is look at history and current events around the world, and you cannot help but understand that the future of the United States is going to be what the present situation is in many countries in Europe and elsewhere around the world, where Islamic immigration has literally changed the way of life for the people in the countries which they go into. You don't have to guess and think, and well, maybe it might happen. You have to look and see what has happened and what is happening right now. And even to a large degree, it's happening in small segments of our own country, up in the Midwest and down in areas of maybe Texas. I think there's some counties down there that are in real straits because of Islamic influx of Islam into the low population county. Now, it's not a question of it might happen or if things really get bad. It's a question of things are going to get bad. I may not see the worst of it. I've only got about 25 years to go. I'll turn 70 this year. But you know what? My grandkids, by the time they're age 30, 40, 50, if we don't, you and I, don't do something now, our grandkids are going to either be enslaved by Islam, or they're going to have their heads cut off or murdered in some other heinous manner. That's the way history portrays it. That's the way current day situations around the world prove it to be. You don't have to guess. The proof is in the pudding. All you got to do is look at current events around the world. Now, if you understand this, that's probably why you signed up to join STAB or sound the alarm brigade. Our purpose is to sound the alarm, to let people and the government know that we are concerned. And as some folks find out we're concerned, they'll find the strength and the courage to join with us. Some will never join with us. Some will be against us from start to finish. But the point is we have to do what we can. And sitting on the sidelines and waiting for somebody else to pick up the heavy load and do the work is not an option. If that's you, please reply to your update email that you get this video link in. Please reply to it and tell me you want to opt out, because I do not need to waste my energy trying to push a rope. I don't mind grabbing hold of a rope, even a big, long, heavy one, and pulling it wherever I can manage to take it or where I can lead it to. But be doggone if I'm going to waste my time pushing a rope around. And if all you are is a part of a rope that needs to be pushed, please get out of my organization. Not mine, but our organization. We don't need dead weight. We need workers. Now, you may not be able to contribute a lot of money, no problem. You may not be able to contribute a whole lot of time, no problem. You may not be able physically or whatever to get out and march or protest or rally or whatever we may plan in the future for helping get our message out, no problem, because there is something you can do. If you could use the computer to sign up on the sign-up form, you can do something that will help our cause. You can forward emails. You can post in social media groups. And when you post something, a lot of you post really, really great stuff. And you don't even post a link to our stuff. You don't post a link to our petitions. You don't post a link to our sign-up forms. Now, when you share the post that I make, you're sharing those links. But when you post your own stuff, some of it's great that I don't know about, and you find some good material. But you don't post anything with it for people to connect back to us. Let's just use a little bit of common sense here and think things through. How are we going to grow? By reaching more people. How do you reach more people? You give them a message that'll attract their attention, and you give them a way to make contact with you and us. Okay, folks, you can tell I'm upset. I'm upset because the future of my grandchildren depends on us. I cannot do it by myself. I can't. I will try if I have to, but I can't. So I'm depending on you, those of you who really care. You may only care enough to give me 3 minutes a day, but if you give the cause 3 good, solid minutes of doing something, some action that's positive toward the cause a day, hey, that is 3 minutes more effort than we're getting right now. Now, I've had my vent. Just about. I'm really serious. Get off the pot or poop.